What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Steel City Motors, and today we're doing another vehicle highlight. As you can see, we've got some new faces on the lot, and today I'm going to be reviewing one of my favorite crossovers that we have here. This is probably the best iteration of the Honda CR-V that I've seen. This is a 2015 Touring Edition. Let's get into it. As you can see, the styling on the Touring is definitely a little bit more sporty, a little bit more upscale than the standard CR-V styling. You've got some of these running boards right here. I really love that touch. It's really cool, really sporty looking. We've got the wheels kind of to match that whole aesthetic. Touring badge in the back, nice little accent to the bumper, and just an overall nice feel to this vehicle. But let's get into the fun stuff inside. Popping the door open on this vehicle, you can definitely see that upscale kind of sporty theme follows us into the interior. You can see that we've got a nice leather appointed trim to everything. We've got kind of a three-toned rather situation going on with this wood style trim here on the dash. Very beautiful fluid lines, and then we've got the brushed metal accents as well, which is a nice kind of breakaway from the black on black trim that we have going on. It's a really nice kind of interior, and then we have this kind of light colored headliner going on here as well, so that keeps it from looking monotonous. They definitely styled this really well. Now, looking into the back seat, you can see that even though these seats are moved all the way back, I have long legs. I love moving my seat all the way back. We've got a ton of legroom here, all weather floor mats. We've got a good bit of headroom as well. That typical kind of armrest situation that you would get with the cup holders. You know, it's a really nicely maintained, all things considered. Of course, we have a couple of cosmetic things here and there, but overall everything feels really nice. It's even got still like that new car smell to it. Super duper clean, really comfy on the inside, in the front and the back. But let's also get into the trunk space before we get into the driver's seat. All right, so we do have a power lift gate on this Touring Edition. Gotta love that. A really nice all-weather cargo liner. Very clean floor mats. Carpet lines still on them. We've got the handles right here to fold down your seats. So things like that. We've definitely got a little bit of a seatbelt right there. Boom, down. So these are not power folding. You're going to fold a little bit slower, and it kind of trundles like this to give you a more flat cargo space, which I really like, because sometimes you're loading in furniture, or you went to Lowe's or whatever and you got some building supplies. God knows what we're doing this spring and summer. There's a lot of projects going on. You can definitely get a better kind of cargo space out of the way these seats fold. Same thing on this side. It's a 60/40 folding bench with a little bit of organizers on the side. Gotta love it. Down here underneath the main cargo compartment, we have a very generous large spare tire compartment with a jack. Kind of anything else you need, you can also put down there, which we also definitely appreciate. A lot of cars nowadays are not coming with spare tires anymore. They only come with fix-a-flats. In my opinion, not a great decision. I love having stuff like this where you can have tools, your spare tire, your jack, everything underneath, easily accessible in case something happens. And as you can see, this is literally the original liner, and it's gorgeously clean, so gotta love that too. All right, popping back on over to the front, you can see that everything is very kind of modern, very sporty and upscale feeling. As I said, you've got those nice fluid lines with that wood and chrome trim. It makes it feel like more of a luxury car than just your daily driver. These steering wheels have a ton of controls on them. I really like that. You've got your multimedia, cruise control, all that stuff on here. It's very intuitive. It's not in the way of your fingers in any way, shape, or form. You've got a lot of space to just grip the steering wheel how you want to. It's really nice and comfortable, which I definitely think that is an important thing when you're driving, especially if you're on a road trip or you commute quite a little bit daily. You want something comfortable to drive. On the door and on the side here, we have some pretty standard controls. We actually have seat presets, which is another kind of more upscale thing. We've got the power seating down here. So we've got the mirrors as well, power mirrors, things like that. And then on the left side to the steering wheel, we've got the different sensors, lane keeping, trunk, eco mode, and then down here we will have the fuel door, and onto the side we will also have the trunk. This is the parking brake. Really easy, really intuitive, and I just love the way they styled kind of like everything from the vents to the cluster to the dash. Like everything was very, very intentional. You know, Honda did not want to make this kind of boring crossover. They at least wanted to stylize it. Speaking of which, we do have a sunroof up here as well with like a nice little wind visor. It's just a really intentionally styled car, and I really love that. All right, y'all, let's crank it up. So this car is a push to start. Comes with these two fobs. They feel really nice, really comfortable. They've got the different little buttons on here for the trunk and for the panic. They just feel really, really nice in your hand, which I really like that little detail about Honda. Like they try to make everything feel really nice and really kind of comfortable. So let's hear what she sounds like. Boom. Super nice, super clean crank. Honda engines just sound absolutely beautiful. They are very, very kind of quiet, but got a smooth idle noise to it. I just really appreciate stuff like that. I'm a giant cornered. So we have a few different screens over here. So we've got the fuel economy and stuff like that up top. We've got the main kind of multimedia situation over here. Got the radio, the menu, the all the connectivity and the navigation we have going on here. And then down here we have a little screen for the climate control. You can just kind of adjust it or sync it the way you want to sync it. Got the AC on here, all that good stuff. The shifter is in a really good position. It's really comfortable in terms of being next to your steering wheel. You're not kind of fiddling around and reaching for it. And even some of the shifters that are down here, like if they elevate them a little bit, kind of like Hyundai does, it's nice and comfortable. But Hondas are really nice. They're usually positioned quite close to the steering wheel, so you can always switch gears as needed. So down here we've got some storage. We've got actually some HDMI, USB and typical AC outlets down here. Really nice kind of adjustable cup holders, and the seat heating right here. Typical glove box, got a little bit of room, and you get a good bit of a little storage space, kind of like this cup holder type situation in the doors as well. It's just overall really nice. Like I said, really intentionally built and really clean. You've got the typical little mirror slash sunglass holder over here, and then the sunroof controls up top. All right, beautiful people, that does it for this vehicle highlight. I really just wanted to get into this vehicle a little bit and show you all of the features. This is one of the more loaded crossovers that we have here at Steel City Motors. I like having some of these higher trim, these limited, these touring kind of models, because they really, really have a lot to offer, and a lot of them, are not super duper expensive because they're not brand new, but they are in great condition, low mileage, and they are just a really, really great drive. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one.